if with this incident, so you can stick to your line of saying it's not how you meant it, but perhaps you need to take it on the chin and say, yeah, it wasn't the right thing to do.
Maybe you can argue that, Steve. You know, it's not something I do every day, but it's not. I say there's no. If people want to have taken offence by it, of course. I mean, I don't to offend any reasonable reform voter, and many people I can understand why they vote reform because they've lost trust in other parties. We're trying to rebuild that trust under a strong leader. But if people are taking offence by it, I apologise for any offence I have given, of course. But that's not the spirit it was meant in, and certainly I've. Many people that are currently planning to vote reform or voted reform in the past, I have a great deal of respect for. So there's no way in the world I was calling those people what's been said I was calling them.
OK. Is a merger on the cards between the Conservative Party and Reform UK? You probably saw it in the Financial Times this week, reports that Nigel Farage told Reform donors he believes the two parties will have to come together if they want to win the next election.
Is a merger on the cards? Absolutely not. Our position is very clear on reform. They're a one-man band. They're all over the place on policy. They are very left-wing on the economy. That's not the kind of politics or policies we would adopt. You know, we've got a long distance to travel, of course. We've got a great leader who's got the strength this country needs. We've got a clear plan in terms of being able to reduce spending, reduce the size of the state by reforming welfare and cutting the size of the civil service and sharing the proceeds of that with a reduction in our deficit, a reduction in the amount of debt we're accumulating, but also cutting some key taxes in terms of things like stamp duty on your own home and business rates for those hospitality venues and shops that are struggling in our high streets. That's what we want to do. We've got a clear plan. I'm afraid Reform don't have any such plans, and indeed any plans they do have seem to be copying our plans. So no, that's not where we're going. We're fighting a long battle, which will take us all the way through to 2029, which we have every expectation of winning.
Can I ask